What is the Mediterranean diet, and can it help you lose weight? The Mediterranean diet is not a single diet, but rather an eating pattern that takes inspiration from the diet of South European countries. There is an emphasis on plant foods, olive oil, fish, poultry, beans, and grains. The diet draws together the common food types and healthful habits from the traditions of several different regions, including Greece, Spain, southern France, Portugal, and Italy. Studies suggest that people who live in the Mediterranean area or follow the Mediterranean diet have a lower risk of various diseases, including obesity, diabetes, cancer, and cardiovascular disease. They are also more likely to enjoy a longer life than people in other regions. Key ingredients of the diet include fresh fruits and vegetables, unsaturated fats, oily fish, a moderate intake of dairy, and a low consumption of meat and added sugar. Studies have linked these factors with positive health outcomes. It is generally accepted that folks in countries bordering the Mediterranean Sea live longer and suffer less than most Americans from cancer or cardiovascular ailments. That not-so-surprising secret is an active lifestyle, weight control, and a diet low in red meat, sugar, saturated fat, but high in produce, nuts, and other healthful foods. The Mediterranean diet may offer a host of health benefits, including weight loss, heart and brain health, cancer prevention, and diabetes prevention and control. By following the Mediterranean diet, you could also keep that weight off while avoiding chronic disease. So how does the Mediterranean diet work? Because this is an eating pattern, not a structured diet, you're on your own to figure out how many calories you should eat to lose or maintain your weight. What you'll do to stay active and how you'll shape your Mediterranean menu. The Mediterranean diet pyramid should help you get started. The pyramid emphasizes eating fruits, veggies, whole grains, beans, nuts, legumes, olive oil, and flavorful herbs and spices, fish and seafood at least a couple of times a week, and poultry and eggs, cheese and yogurt in moderation, while saving sweets and red meats for special occasions. Top it off with a splash of red wine, and remember to stay physically active, and you are all set. While certainly not required, a glass a day of red wine for women and 2 for men is fine if your doctor says so. Red wine has gotten a boost because it contains resveratrol, a compound that seems to add years to life. But you'd have to drink hundreds of thousands of glasses to get enough resveratrol to possibly make a difference. Will the Mediterranean diet help you lose weight? The Mediterranean diet might help you lose weight. While some people fear that eating like the Mediterranean diet that's relatively rich in fats, think olive oil, olives, avocados, and some cheeses, will keep them fat, more and more research is suggesting that the opposite is true. Of course, it depends on which aspect you adopt and how it compares to your current diet. If, for instance, you build a calorie deficit into your plan, eating fewer calories than your daily recommended max, or burning off extra calories by exercising, you should shed some pounds. How quickly and whether you keep them off is up to you. Here's a look at a few studies addressing weight loss in the Mediterranean diet. A 2018 study published in Nutrition and Diabetes analyzed dietary patterns of 32,000 Italian participants over the mean of 12 years. Researchers concluded that following a Mediterranean diet is associated with lower levels of weight gain and less increase in waist circumference. But they also reported that the research has limitations and that more intervention studies need to confirm their findings. In 2019, the Lancet Diabetes and Endocrinology journal republished an updated analysis of data, a 5-year trial including 5,859 adults with type 2 diabetes or at risk for cardiovascular disease were assigned to either a Mediterranean diet supplemented with olive oil, the same diet supplemented with nuts, or a control diet. Though the group with olive oil didn't experience a statistically different outcome, folks following a Mediterranean diet with nuts saw a difference in waistline over a 5-year period. A 2010 study in diabetes, obesity, and metabolism assigned 259 overweight diabetics to one of 3 diets: a low-carb Mediterranean diet, a traditional Mediterranean diet, or a diet based on recommendations from the American Diabetes Association. All groups were told to exercise 30 to 45 minutes at least 3 times per week. After a year, all groups lost weight. The traditional group lost on average about 16 pounds, while the ADA group dropped 17 pounds, and the low-carb group lost 22 pounds. Finally, a 2008 analysis of 21 studies in the journal Obesity Review concluded the jury is still out on whether following the Mediterranean diet will lead to weight loss or a lower likelihood of being overweight or obese. So what foods should you eat on the Mediterranean diet? There is no single definition of the Mediterranean diet, but one group of scientists used the following as their 2015 basis of research: 3 to 9 servings of vegetables per day, up to 2 servings of fruit per day, mostly whole grain cereals from 1 to 13 servings a day, oil, up to 8 servings of extra virgin olive oil cold pressed per day, unsaturated fat made up 37% of total calories. Unsaturated fat comes from plant sources such as olives and avocados. The Mediterranean diet also provided 33 grams of fiber per day. The baseline for this study provided around 2,200 calories a day. What are some typical ingredients on the Mediterranean diet? Often you will see vegetables such as tomatoes, peppers, onions, eggplants, zucchini, cucumber, leafy green vegetables, plus others. Fruits such as melons, apples, apricots, peaches, oranges, lemons. Legumes, beans, lentils, and chickpeas. Nuts and seeds, almonds, walnuts, sunflower seeds, and cashews. Unsaturated fat, olive oil, sunflower oil, olives, and avocados. Dairy products, cheese and yogurts are the main dairy foods. Cereals, these are mostly whole grain and include wheat and rice with bread accompanying many meals. Fish, sardines and other oily fish, as well as oysters and other shellfish. Poultry, chicken or turkey. Eggs, chicken, quail, and duck eggs. Drinks, a person can drink red wine in moderation. The Mediterranean does not include a strong liquor or carbonated sweetened drinks. According to one definition, the diet limits red meat and sweets to less than 2 servings per week. Nutrients. The focus on plant foods and fresh produce means that the Mediterranean diet contains many essential nutrients and food groups, such as healthful fats. The diet is low in saturated fat and high in monosaturated fat. Health experts recommend limiting intake of saturated fats to avoid high cholesterol, obesity, and cardiovascular disease. Fiber. A diet that includes a lot of fresh fruits and vegetables alongside whole grains and legumes is high in fiber. Fiber promotes healthy digestion and appears to reduce the risk of bowel cancer and cardiovascular disease. It may also reduce the risk of type 2 diabetes. Vitamins and minerals. Fruits and vegetables provide vitamins and minerals which are necessary for the body's function. Antioxidants. Antioxidants include vitamins, minerals, and other molecules that can remove free radicals from the body. Free radicals are toxic molecules that can build up as a byproduct of metabolism and other processes. They can cause damage and can lead to cancer and other diseases. Dietary antioxidants help protect the body by removing free radicals, and plant foods are good sources of antioxidants. Low sugar. Fresh fruit provides natural sugar, but the diet is low in added sugar. Added sugar is high in calories and increases the risk of diabetes and obesity. The benefits. The Mediterranean diet is not a weight loss tool, but it is all about increasing your fiber intake, cutting out red meats, animal fats, and processed foods, which can lead to weight loss. People who follow the diet may also have a much lower risk of various diseases, thus making the Mediterranean diet one of the most popular diets year after year.